Going back, having a plan in place, having a strategy and vision is always helpful than, having a low level intern create the plan and all of a sudden fighting upstream and then try to present a business case. We should do this. I see this problem. That happens. Don't get me wrong. But I do see it go a lot more swimmingly when you have that plan in place, like you're saying. And then back what Lloyd was saying was, who owns this? And it's not just who owns that relationship, because that's just one person, right? Who owns the delivery? Who owns the support? Who owns, there's so many others. So who are all the key stakeholders? I think we're going to talk about that here a little bit, but I just wanted to echo some of that. So from my perspective, I've seen a lot of different types of decision criteria in helping ISVs and how they approach it. Some great, some not so great. Some are trying to, move real quick, and there's things that are missed. And so obviously the technology and meeting your requirements is important. But that's only the start of really good relationship, right? And so an OEM relationship. And so, I appreciate that the opportunity at Workato, this is not a transactional, and nor should anybody view OEM as a transactional type of relationship or sales cycle. I'm allowed to take my time, during the cycle, understand different business objectives, what the vision is, the strategy in the market. You're trying to compete with others. You're trying to catch up with others. What's your revenue goals? How is this going to impact, right? What's the business case to it? If we do this, how is this going to impact your business? Are you going to sit more deals? Are you going to, drive a new revenue stream, or is it just table stakes for the market that you're in? Obviously, how does it align with product strategy? Are there feature functionalities you have to build to then be the bridge potentially to this OEM solution? UX, right? So important, customer experience. And really then when we work with, partners and prospective evaluators, have a plan in place, right? If it needs to be some sort of collaboration and you start getting the feel for a partnership in this early discussion stage, I should say. So then tailoring, what does technical validation look like? Does this meet my business? So it's not just a shiny object, but put it to the test. And I'm all about, understanding those requirements. And I benefit from having a very enterprise leading platform in Workato that we lead with our product first. And so happy to address those, set expectations, here's our limitations, let's knock out these use cases to make sure it all works. And in parallel, obviously go through different things like security, but also commercial alignment, right? So how are you going to market? Are you selling this product, or does it need to blend in with your margins? And so having a partner that's flexible to adjust commercials to your go-to-market is very important. So, just not taking that transactional or quick route, treating it strategic, like you were saying. And, I see some folks as not necessarily the shiny object as a feature functionality, but more so like the cheapest price. Time and time again, I see folks being just wanted to go for the cheapest option. And then they end up paying 3-4x later because that didn't work out, or that partner wasn't around. I think that's another aspect of it, is the long-term viability of the partner you're looking at. Are they just a niche player, or are they a leader in the space, right? Are they going to be around? Are they going to be acquired in a few years? And what happens to your relationship after that happens? Are you left holding the bag? I've seen that time and time again. And then even going back to just like the support, right? So, we live in a day where there's lots of new companies popping up, lots of different career opportunities. I think, Eric, back to your example, is some folks leave. What happens with the support model? Just thinking through, the worst case situations and obviously the best case situations is, okay, how is this partner going to be here for me when the person that actually drove this initiative for this partnership leaves the business? How do we all get trained up? How do we maintain that relationship? How do we continue that support so that our customers don't experience a negative impact or even know, that folks have changed? So, that's my perspective. Obviously can share more on different criteria as we go on.